This is another home that I recently put in contract. It is a HUD home, and they actually got a very long time to close on this. They gave me 50 days as their timeline which they can close on it, which is a little longer than what I would like normally, but I bought this house for $15,000. It was going to auction, and I actually put in a full cash offer bid, and they accepted it and took it off the auction block actually. So I was pleased with that, and I'm not going to complain about the long waiting period to close on it. As you can see up there, there's some tarps. There's minimal damage upstairs to the roof, or ceiling rather. So I don't know if much water is getting in. I don't know to what extent that's going to have to be replaced. But I did budget a full replacement into the rehabs on this. So if it comes out we need to replace it, we will. If not, even better. This is quite a big house. Like I said, I paid $15,000 cash for it. I have about $23,000 and some change figured into rehabs. I'm actually going to sell or finance this property. I already got it sold, and I'm going to take $5,000 cash down payment for the property and then charge $200 above market rent. I'll discuss this in a later video and kind of lay it out for you about how I do it. I've heard different investors talk about seller financing notes, and I've kind of combined two of the best ways that I could think to come up with my own way to maximize upfront dollars and then the residual returns that I can get off of it. As you can see, I mean, there's decent siding on this, decent doors and storm doors and stuff like that. So pretty much just pressure wash the exterior is all I plan to do. Nice stairway coming in. Just going to paint these walls. I'll redo some flooring in here. As you can see, this is just a lick and stick vinyl that we can easily replace. I'll probably actually look at my contractor and have him, we budgeted for a vinyl floor to go over top of this, but I may try to finish these. They're actually not bad floors. Again, I mean, it's black and plaster in some of these rooms, so we'll just skim coat it a little bit, do some paint the trim. Ceiling's not in bad shape. Nice big windows, plenty of light coming in. I anticipate on leaving this. I actually kind of like this texture on the floor and what would be the dining room. I'll probably take down the trim, paint this. I mean, it's got really nice woodwork in it. I like the trim, big, huge base boards, trim around the doors and everything. It's pretty unique. So this is actually going to be a nice house. This is probably my biggest cost right here. Kind of get that glare out of the way. Just rehabbing this whole kitchen. So we'll take down the ceiling, take down the grid, and go up another 2 inches. Give a little more headway, do a knockdown ceiling in it. Stuff like that. I mean, I'll keep even the light fixture. It's not a bad light fixture. We'll get new cabinets in here, new flooring. We'll probably make this a half window, do some decorative underneath of it on the exterior where the siding's at, and then put the sink over there. I think it sells better, and I just like having sinks underneath windows. So we'll move that, and that's got a decent basement in it, so you got plenty of access to access the electric and the plumbing for that. I'm not sure what they were trying to do back here. It's got a plug for the dryer, washer, and they put a shower in here, which I will take down. Take all this paneling down, open up these windows from the outside. I'll keep them. The glass is intact on most of them. So I would just paint the wood around them and replace glass as needed. And that'll be a nice, good sunroom actually. So upstairs again, I kind of like this where it splits off 2 ways. Got a landing and you can split left in this couple bedrooms, and we'll split right into a bedroom and a bathroom. Oh, big tub. I'm actually going to replace all of this, make it more modern. We'll do a floor, new floor in here. We'll actually put a shower and surround on that back wall. Paint. I'll probably actually keep this vanity and use this store one of my rentals. Not vanity, rather, but the sink. May just put a medicine cabinet in behind it. Some bright orange wallpaper for you. We'll take that down, clean it up. Got bright orange with purple, and I'm not sure what you call that yellow, like a dry, pale yellow. And then a blue closet. But as far as the integrity of it, the plaster and drywall is pretty good. Again, we'll paint all the trim white up here. And for this low end flip, and I know how I'm telling you, I'm going to keep the windows, paint the walls, and just paint the trim white up here. Got a shared closet for this into another bedroom. Again, not bad. They actually put some textured wallpaper in this room. It's kind of hard to see, but I think I'm just going to paint that and see how that turns out. Put new carpet in this wall. I'm actually going to try to match that paint. I think that's a good looking bluish purple paint. I think that white looks good. You got the white trim in here around the windows and the doors, and I think that's what I'll do. I'm certain that's what I'm going to do in the other bedroom. I will put a new furnace in here and a new central air as well. I got a guy who does that pretty reasonable, so I try to keep that on most of my properties, most of my flips. Just helps it sell better. I have the tendency to itemize the projects that I do for seller finance notes, because I don't want to put a lot of capital out and have little money back in. I'm actually on this property able to recoup my $15,000 via construction costs, acting as a general contractor. So I have $0 out of pocket, and like I said, I'll get that $5,000 up front and work on my residual monthly payments. Again, I'll discuss that in an upcoming video, but I just wanted to get a few videos out of the projects that I'm currently working on. There'll be more coming. Feel free to check them out. Check out my website. Use my deal analyzer tool and join my Facebook group and ask any questions that you may have. And if I'm not able to answer them, we can definitely point you in the right way and get your questions answered for you to help grow your real estate business.